Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to the Kerbal space program. Yes, we're going to be doing some more science here today, and this video has actually started being recorded just after I've watched episode 25 of Geddie Gamer's series. Now, not sure who he is. I'll go and put a link down in the video description. Geddie is a member of the Wolfpack. He's actually the guy that got me interested in playing Kerbal in the first place. Now, he's just gone and done a manned mission to the moon. Now, originally this video was actually going to be about that anyway. So this is going to be kind of interesting to go and see how we both go and handle this. Because Geddie's doing this not on Korea. He started his playthrough before Korea started. And I'm playing through on Korea just because I find this a bit more interesting. Now, what we're going to go and do is we are going to go and land on the moon ourselves. Now, I've had a bit of a practice run about this, but I kind of codged it up. So, I've got a bit of an idea about what I need to do. I'm just not 100% certain. So, I'm probably going to be making liberal use of the quick save and quick load function this time around. So, that's going to be interesting. But what we need to go and do is we need to go and spend some of this science. Now, we could go and spend it up here, but this is kind of pointless at the moment because I'm planning to use this. This big, huge orange fuel tank. And the problem is I don't actually have a rocket to attach to it. So we're going to have to go and get heavy rocketry. So that's what we're going to go and research. There we go. We've got heavy rocketry. This is awesome. And now, unfortunately, we don't actually have enough science to go and actually spend on anything else. We've already spent science on all the lower things. We can't really go back. We need at least 90 now to go and spend on anything. Now, as I've said before, my next kind of line of things to go is to go through heavier rocketry, because that is huge, and that is kind of awesome as well. And then we're going to go into nuclear propulsion. Now, apparently nuclear propulsion, it's really efficient, but it doesn't actually go and produce that much thrust. So this is really just for doing, not for getting into orbit, this is for doing stuff when you're in orbit already. So this is at least a second or a third stage kind of deal. Unless you've got a single stage thing like a space plane. But oh well. Now, let's leave this and let's go into the vehicle assembly building. And here is what I made earlier. It's making use of the big kickback, not the kickback, that's the kickback, but this, I forget what it's called. What's it called now? Engines, the big one. It's not the Reliant. Where are you? There it is. It's called the skipper. So we're using the skipper and the kickbacks to make this work. Now, I have given this a go, but I was very inefficient with how we went and did it. Now, as you can see, we've got a bunch of stuff on here. The lander itself is actually bloody huge. Because we've got... The main reason is because I specifically wanted the materials bay. And what else? We've currently got, as well, let's open this up. We've currently got 2 mystery goos in the actual bit that's coming back. We've also got the thing in the middle where we can go and store experiments, so we can actually take the stuff from here and bring it back. That's going to be nice. A couple of thermometers, couple of... what are they called again? I forget. These things, barometers. I knew it sounded very similar to thermometer, I just could not think of it. So let's close that back up. We do not have any way of transmitting things because this is an all or nothing mission. Now, what I'm currently thinking is I might want to go and put 1 extra monopropellant tank on here because I think we had a little bit of a moment where we could have really done with a little bit extra monopropellant. But there we go. We've just ever so slightly gone over our allotment. But let's bring that up and let's see if we can actually reduce this down enough. Can we do that? You know what? It's not even worth it for that little bit. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of you. There we go. So I think we're going to be okay. Now, I wonder, can we actually just fit 1 dinky little monopropellant on here somewhere? You know what? Bugger it. I think we're going to be okay. Now, we started off, like I said, with the little storage unit in there. So that's why when I hold that, it can basically moves the entire ship. So that's interesting. But we've got everything we really need, so what we're going to do is we're going to save this again, and we're going to go and launch. Again, SAS is going to be on, because otherwise I am probably going to get shouted at a little bit. Now, what we want to do is, I want to be a little bit more efficient with how we go and get up. So, let me just double check these. Okay, the staging on there was not perfect, but now it's a lot better. Yep, okay, we're gonna be good, it seems. So, let's go! 3, 2, 1, lift off! And as per usual, I'm gonna go and do my standard little 5-degree thing right off the landing pad. And I'm gonna try and get to around about 45 degrees once we get into... when we get about to 10,000 feet, because that's usually what I like to do. See you later, Space Center. Next up, the moon. Now, usually I don't, like I said last time, I don't like going this fast because it's actually kind of being very inefficient with our fuel. The problem is I can't really change anything here. Now, I've just realised that we're going a little bit... okay. Yeah. Okay, come on. Fighting this a little bit. Because it's so big and unwieldy. Now, we're very close to losing our solid fuel boosters, so... Z. Oh no! Well... yeah, that didn't go as well as I would have liked. Well, you know what? Let's revert the flight. Right, about 10,000 feet, so let's try and get over to the 45 degrees. That was a little bit easier than last time. But we're going to go and do something a little bit different this time, is as soon as we run out of fuel, we're going to go and point prograde. And then... oh, balls. There we go. So that's much better. We've actually got those away. And what is our apoapsis? You know, I completely forgot to change our... there we go. I think we're doing alright with our heading, although we could do with moving this down a little bit and taking this off prograde. So let's go and fully throttle this up until we get to around about at least 80,000 feet. Now we're going to go and want to see our stage fuel. That's looking alright. Let's wait until we get to about 100 and then we'll cut thrust. There we go. So then what we want to do is add a maneuver. Get out. Oh, no. I want to keep this so that the apoapsis and periapsis are either side. So that's roughly a circularized orbit. So that's going to be 98 and that's going to be 102. So that is pretty much sufficient. Now we've got a 1 minute 1 minute 6 burn. So we should be good. Now I'm just going to go turn on the RCS, which should give us a little bit more of a hand getting this around. And there we go, we're almost pointing on our target. Now I'm really hoping that this mission is actually going to go and level up our pilot, because I really want to go and just have the automatic go and point at the target thing, because that's going to be so much nicer to have. Now we're very close to actually needing to go and start burning. Now I have been given advice that in the comments to go and start burning halfway to what we need. So if we need a 1 minute 6 burn, we go and start burning at around about 33 seconds. So that is exactly what we're going to go and do. So as you can see, 33 seconds. So let's start burning. Hopefully we're going to have enough fuel to circularize this. And you know what? Let's actually go and use some mono propellant as well. So there you can see we're actually using our mono propellant as well. And no, It's not a lot, but every little bit helps as the mouse that peed in the ocean. Now it looks like we should have enough fuel to go and circularize this. We're still gaining altitude because we're about to hit, there we go, we've just hit our point, and we're yeah, we've got more than enough fuel to go and circularize. So I've just got to get my finger ready to go and cancel this in about 3, 2, 1. There we go. Perfect. So we should be nicely circularized, and we are. We are very nicely circularized. So we've got 100 on the periapsis and 120 something on the apoapsis. So we went a little bit over. That's fine. Now what we want to do, we want to go, oh no, and set you as the target. We are currently going around that way, I believe. So let's go and add a maneuver node. Whoa, that's a little bit far, I think. So let's bring that back, shall we? There we go. Now, this is going to be interesting. Let's go and see where we can go and get ourselves a good encounter. I think that's actually going to be the best encounter that we're going to get. Coming this way. Now, what we want is the Mun periapsis. We're going to go and see if we can get that any lower. Whoa. So, what I'm doing now is I'm actually scrolling with the mouse wheel. So, periapsis. Again, we just want to go and tweak this around a little bit. So, Mun periapsis. That's actually getting a lot nicer. Now, we are, as you can see, having some interesting little dilemmas here. So now, like I said, we want to get that lower. We want to get the Mun periapsis as low as we can get it. That means that we don't have a periapsis. So that means we're actually going to go and make contact with the moon. Theoretically, we can go and fix that when we get there. So how long is that going to be? That's a 30-second burn. Now, I'm pretty sure we can go and change that a tad. So I'm going to fiddle around with this a little bit. There we go. Periapsis, 74,000. We can go and fix that when we get there. That looks about right. So let's go and point the way we want. It's a 30-second burn still. And we should have enough fuel to do that. More than enough, in fact. Because I want to try and keep as much fuel in this tank to slow us down, get us into a stable orbit, and start bringing us down. Because then I can use the next amount of fuel, the next stage, because we haven't got that much in the next stage, but that's just to get us to the surface. Here we go. So we're at 41 seconds to go. We're going to want to try and do this at about 15 seconds. So we're still on stage view. Overall, we've got a fair amount of fuel. We should have enough. So we're at about 26 seconds. So in about 10 seconds, we're going to go and start burning. Hopefully, this is going to be fine, but yeah, we'll work it out as we go. So, ready? Burn. We're going to use a little bit of monopropellant as well to kind of keep us, to kind of just speed us up a little bit and to save some of our liquid fuel. Again, we've definitely got enough fuel to do this. So I really want to go and just save as much of this as I possibly can. As you can see, we're going out. We're actually moving further out. And, oh, wait. I think that is virtually perfect. Mun periapsis, yep, that is nice, so let's get rid of you. Now, theoretically, that would send us out on a massive slingshot around Kerbal. But that's not what we want. We want to get to the periapsis here. So we're going to add a maneuver, and we want to slow right the way down until we start circularizing around the moon. Now, I think that's going to be good enough, and that's actually going to be a 6-second burn. Again, we've got more than enough fuel for this. So let's go and warp here. Now, what I'm thinking as well is we now have the option to actually go and do EVAs as well. We've got 6 minutes to our warp point. But let's just at least point the right way first. So I suspect this is mostly going to be complete retrograde when we get to it, but that's good enough. It's close enough for government work. Now, let's do a quick EVA. I'm not planning to let go. I just want to do an EVA report. So that's 16 science just by itself. So let's keep that experiment. In fact, can we climb down just enough to go, uh-oh. How do I turn around? How do I go and look around? I don't really understand this, really. So, control to go down. Shift to go up. Can I actually put this to caps lock and do this like really gently? Yeah, there we go. I think I've got the hang of it now. Yeah, definitely got the hang of it now. So, let's grab a hold as soon as we get closer. Let's open this. Store experiments. All experiments stored. Now we can close. There we go. Oh, that was very worrisome. But at least we managed to go and do that. That's awesome. Now again, it looks like we're having to go and change our heading just ever so slightly. Now I'm glad that I worked out how to actually use the the jetpack. That was kind of worrisome. I wasn't actually planning to let go. That kind of just happened. Now we've got 4 minutes until we need to go and burn. It's only going to be a 3-second burn, so no, say 3 seconds, 6-second burn. So this isn't bad, but there's no point actually. I've just realised keeping to the node. Yeah, it's going to be complete retrograde, isn't it? Yep. So retrograde. So full about burn. There we go. That should, and it is, be us circularized around the moon. And we've got a good amount of fuel left. So this is awesome. We've now gone and made a stable orbit around the moon. And this is one of our things that we've gone and got done. So contract parameters. Stable orbit has been achieved. Nice. Awesome. So delete the U. And we've also got a world first, which is entered orbit around the Mun. So that's great as well. So that's awesome. Question. Can we get a crew report from orbit? Yes, we can, and that is 10 science. I'm actually going to save that. Because we're going to be able to go and store that in the little storage unit that we've got. So that's epic. We're going to stay pointing retrograde. And what I'm thinking, I'm actually wondering, considering that it's going to be a while until we get around to the other side, let's actually do another EVA. Can we get a second EVA report from out here? EVA reports. Space high above the Mun. 16 science. I think that's probably the same one that we had before. But, you know, just to be safe, let's go and open this up. And we can go and let go. Turn on our little RCS. Come back a little bit. Let's go and store the data. No, looks like we've already got that same EVA report in here. So that's fine. Okay, it's just good to know that that's what it was. So it's just nice to make sure. So let's get ourselves back on the ship, shall we? We should be able to board any second now. So F to grab, B to board. Awesome. So let's turn SAS back on again, because that turns off when we're not in the ship. So I want to go complete retrograde again. And we're going to go warp over to the apoapsis. So warp here. And because what this should give us the ability to go and get ourselves descending quite nicely. What I want to do is I want to touch her down around about here so we're in the daytime. So as soon as we get ourselves turned around, we can start working on that. Now we've got very little fuel in this particular stage, but that's fine. As I said, I want to use the next stage just to get us down to the ground. So now we're pointing full. Let's actually just go and... yeah, I think I need to go a little bit more prograde because that's going to set us down a little bit where I'm not too happy to go and land. So let's go and speed ourselves up a little bit just so we can get to about here. There, we'll be fine. I'll be happy with that. So let's go and bring that up just a touch. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, you know what? Let's do that a little bit more. So the periapsis there is about 5,000 meters. So that'll do. That'll allow us to go and choose where we want to go and land. So... actually, you know what? Let's go and warp here. Because I'm thinking we might be able to get another EVA report from lowish orbit. Wow, this looks a little bit worrying. We want to go retrograde anyway. Yeah, this is a bit scary. Look at that. We're barely going to miss the planet. The moon even. So, let's go crew report. Yeah, cancel actually. You know what? EVA. Let's grab the data. What we want is a crew report. I can't do that yet, can we? We actually need to go on board. So again, let's go for another crew report. There you go. From near the Mun. Okay, that's awesome. So again, let's go in EVA. Another EVA report. Yep, it's 24 science. That's actually really nice. Now hopefully we're not going to be grabbed by the gravity of the moon. That's going to be really horrible. So let's go and open. So let's just go and store experiments. So that's nice. Actually, let's take all the data from there. Store those in there, because that's the extra one that we're not going to get anything for anyway. So let's go and... whoa! Let's go and board. And let's go and close you. It looks like we're getting to the point where we're going to go and want to land. So let's go again, retrograde, and go full burn. So let's go and see. We're going to be touching down here, so that's great. Now let's go and stage. There we go. So let's also go and extend the legs. At this point, I'm going to quick save. And I suspect we're going to want to go and slow down quite drastically. Now, what I'm going to do here is use the mono propellant to keep us kind of just a little bit more stable on our descent. And what I'm thinking is, because we are speeding up a little touch. There we go. Where's our shadow? Because I don't think we're that far off the ground. There we go. That is kind of nice. We've got a good descent speed going. I can't see. Where's our shadow? I want to see the shadow. It does look like we're very, very close to the surface of the moon. We're speeding up, so let's go and increase our thrust. This is looking good. This is looking good. Now this is where I'm going to have to get very, very fiddly. Now I'm hoping that where we're going to be landing is actually going to be flat enough that we don't tip over. And we're going to touch down any second now. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what happens when you go and accidentally press the wrong damn button. Oh well. We're going to do it slightly better this time. In fact, I'm actually going to try and land a little bit closer here where it's not quite so bumpy. Because this looks like a good landing spot. And again, we're going to need the... No, we're going to need the stage view. So again, monopropellant to try and just keep us a little bit slower on the descent. And as soon as we get close enough down, we can start... Let's just keep this on standard stability assist now. Because the main issue I've got is our lander is very, very top heavy. We need to be very, very careful with how we go and do this. You know what? I'm starting to think that's about as good as we're going to get. So let's roll that over. There we go. Because now I'm pretty sure I can still get ourselves up from this. Now this was a pain in the butt to get down because this lander was just way too tall and we didn't have the stability to get it down proper. So that's fine. This is going to have to do. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go and observe the materials bay. How much we're going to get for this? So we're in the Midlands, and this is going to get us 100 science. This is awesome. We're also going to go for the mystery goo. 28 science. Temperature, log temperature, 9.6 science. Okay. Pressure, log pressure, 17 science. So that's nice. Alright, so let's go and do our little EVA. And there we are. Look, we're on the moon. This is awesome. Now, first things first, we want a surface sample, 120 science, and we're going to plant the flag. There we go. There is our flag. That is epic. So, site name, first landing. So, first landing. This is the site of the first ever manned mission to the surface of the Moon. One small step for a Kerbin, one giant leap for all Kerbin kind. There we go. That is awesome. So what we want as well is another EVA report. So that's 32 science. We're probably going to want another crew report as well. So what we're going to want is to collect the data. Remove data. So let's turn on our RCS. There we go. So what we can do now is we can go and store these experiments. We can go and take the data from here, store it there. Obviously not everything's going to be perfectly storable. So let's just turn off your RCS. Can you turn around? Yes, you can. What we're going to want to do now is just quickly go and board again. Because then we can go and do another crew report. It's another 20 science. That's awesome. So I think, really, that's all we need for this particular moment. Now, what my plan is to do at the moment is the second that I go and close this bay, actually, let's go and turn SAS back on again. The second that I go and, let's retract those as well, we've got enough fuel on this stage to go and get us a little bit higher up. So what's my plan is to close these. And what's going to happen is the second that I close them, we're going to bounce up a little. And with that, we're also going to use that to just go full out on our thrusters to go and get ourselves some air. So let's close. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Oh, crud. Wait. Wait, we might just have managed it. Yes. Yes, we've managed. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm just going to wait for this to finish rocking before we do anything else. Actually, you know what? Let's observe the materials bay. Let's take the science. Can open up this one. Now it does appear as though the only thing that's keeping us upright is our monopropellant. Let's turn off the monopropellant. Yeah, we are going to fall over. Oh wait a sec, no we're not. We are completely upright. That is... wow. I never actually expected to be able to get completely upright. So let's check out the mystery goo. 28 science. We're also going to go for logging the temperature. Logging the pressure. The pressure gauge is sitting there motionless, perhaps. I should tap it a few times to be sure. Ooh, that's worrying. Okay. So. Can we do another crew report at the moment? Yes, we can. 20 science. That is awesome. So, EVA. Now, I'm not sure if we're close enough. Uh-oh. So we are falling over, but I don't suppose it's actually going to blow up. No. We're okay. Alright, fine. Oh, well. So let's go and take all the data from there. We're going to go and do an EVA report. We're also going to go and take a surface sample. And then we're going to go and plant the flag. A momentous occasion. There we go. We've got our flag down. There we go. Mun landing. This flag marks the spot of the first Kerbal to set foot on the Mun. Awesome. Now, we are going to want to go and grab our data from here. So let's just get ourselves up here. No, you're supposed to... ah, damn, this thing's a little bit harder to control than I expected it was going to be. Get up, you donkey. There we go. So, store experiments. Not everything could be stored because we do have a duplicate of one of these items, so that's great. Now, again, we're on the surface of the moon. We've kind of fallen over. It would have been nicer had this craft not been so top heavy, but, you know, stuff happens. So let's turn off here's a little jetpack. Does he have like a set amount of fuel or something? Because it would be nice to have a rover and just go over there and just like pick up some more science maybe. Because I'm not sure if that would count. But this is awesome. We're on the moon. Wow. And we've got our flag. This is epic. So, but either way, we're going to go and grab. And I'm going to go board. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to do another quick save right now. So, right. Okay, are we ready? I don't think I'm ready. So let's close. Oh, I didn't mean to stage. But it's doing what we needed it to. It's getting us up into the air. But that's fine. As soon as that runs out of fuel, we can go and do our proper stage, which is going to get us... there we go. So... there we go. That's awesome. So let's go and check what our thing is going to be. So again, we're going to need to go and add a maneuver. Uh-oh, that's a little bit too... yeah, that'll do. That'll do. That'll get us into Earth orbit. That's 38 seconds. I don't think we quite need that much, actually. Let's go and see what exactly we need. So that's going to get us into orbit. We want to break orbit, but... well, honestly, really, we just want to get a little bit further out first. So let's go and do this. Let's go and maximum thrust for a little bit. We've got enough fuel, so I think we are going to be golden. So there we go. We've got a little bit further out. Let's go and remove that one. So that's high enough that we can get into an orbit. That's only going to be a 22-second burn. So, oh, wait. No. We want to go and stay on standard. Now we should, like I said, have more than enough to get ourselves off of the mun. So very soon we're going to want to go full throttle. Again, let's use the monopropellant to keep it, to make us go a little bit faster. We're trying to conserve as much of our fuel as we can. There we go. Still got fairly good fuel there. So let's go and remove that node. But we are going to have to go and break orbit of the moon. And I think we're going to have to do that from the apoapsis. No, we're not. Okay. So let's remove you. We're definitely going to have to do this from the periapsis. There we go. That, how much is that of a burn? 13 seconds. And that is going to start sending us some odd ways. Now that should be okay. That's a 23-second burn. We should have enough fuel to do that. So that's going to be interesting. We are travelling which way around? That way around. Okay. So we're going to go and warp here. And as soon as we get there, we should be able to go and start breaking orbit. Doing another little quick save right now, just to make sure that I don't foul this up. Like I said, I'm making very liberal use of the quick save function right now. I'm going to start burning from about 11 seconds. Now come on, we should be able to do this. Ah, man. Okay, we're out. We're doing all right. And what's going to happen is we're going to end up... because we've got a massive... There we go. So what I'm thinking of doing is as soon as we get to... let's remove you. Don't need you anymore. As soon as we get to the apoapsis... warp to the apoapsis... point full retrograde... and hopefully... No! Okay, fine. There we go. We've managed to go and break orbit. So this is going to be interesting. What we can go and do is we can go and remove that, because I did this slightly differently than I normally would do. So what I'm planning to do is go and warp to the big apoapsis that we've got over there. And we should, with the fuel that we've got left, be able to go and bring this back towards Kerbal. So let's go complete retrograde. So we're going to burn ever so slowly to begin with. So we should be able to do this. Yeah, I think we're doing fine. So we want to keep this angle of approach very shallow, if we can. I think we've got more than enough fuel to do this. So we want to get this sub 50 if we can. I think we're going to be able to do it. Yeah, 40,000 meters, 30. I think that will do. We've got a tiny amount of fuel now. What we're going to do, as soon as we get to where we're going, as soon as we're close enough, warp's complete. Okay, so there we are. And now the last of the fuel that we've got left, we're going to do a full massive burn, just quickly to slow us down as much as possible. There we go. That's it. We're out of fuel. So stage. And now all we can do is wait and see if we manage to get down safely. And we're entering the atmosphere. Now hopefully we're going to be okay. We are pointing full retrograde. We've got that set. So we should be good. We also should be fine. Because we've got the heat shield, we're not that tall. So we're going to be alright, I think. We just need to get through the upper atmosphere and we're going to be safe. Come on. You know, you want to be fine. You want to be fine. You can do this, Jebediah. You can do it. You are a crack astronaut. You know you're going to be able to do this. And there goes the part of our rocket that has just gone and burnt up. We're doing okay. I think we are fine. I don't think we're going to go and splash. Actually, I think we might go and splash down, which is good. That's going to be nice. Halfway through the atmosphere now, so we're doing okay. I'm not seeing any more heat on the rest of the ship, so I think we are doing well. We're doing okay. We're going to be fine, I hope. Now, I'd love to speed this up, but I don't want to risk it. But we are going to splash down, which is going to increase our odds of survivability even more. But it looks like we are good. We're no longer overheating. Or we're no longer getting to dangerous levels of heat. So it looks like our approach was shallow enough that we should start coming through all these re-entry effects very, very soon. I can already hear that it seems to be giving out a little bit. There we go. It's giving down. We're through the atmosphere. We're slow enough. There we go. We're through. We're safe. All we've got to do now is get our little Kerbal ass down into the water. The water looks great. Especially from here. So this is going to be very, very nice. And I cannot wait to go and see just how much science we got back from the moon. Now, can we do another crew report? It's only 3.5 science, but we'll keep it for the sake of it. Oh boy. Okay. So, all we can do now is get our butts down, splash down, and get back to Kerbal. So all we can do now is get our butts to splash down and get ourselves back to the Space Center. And there we go. We're alive. Jebediah, you are alive. That is awesome. So all we can do now is recover the vessel. Oh boy. So look at that. We've earned over 500 experience. This is amazing. So just look at all that science that we got from the moon. We're going to have to go back, but we're going to have to do it with a rover, I think. Now, we also got a bunch of science back, well, the funds back, which is quite nice. And Jebediah Kerbal, even he's gone up to 5 XP. Now, I do believe he only needs another 3 to go and level up, I think. Also, I don't know exactly what his XP is. We'll have to go and find out. So, yeah, let's go into the R&D department. So, what can we go and study? We can go and study this one. This is going to go and give us an even bigger rocket and another rocket to go and start launching us up. So, I'm actually going to go and research that. We've got over 300 experience left. We can go and get our nuclear propulsion right now, or we could go and pick up a few other things that might make things our life a little bit easier. What I'm thinking is we might want to go and get a few more of these. So not only that, but we've gone and got a bunch of missions completed. So contracts complete. Data from the surface of the moon. That is awesome. We also got Explore the Moon. That is epic. We also went and got another one from Explore the Moon, and we got some world first milestones. So, first spacewalk in the orbit of the moon. We also got walked on the surface of the moon, planted a flag on the moon, returned home from the surface of the moon, and we have returned home from orbit of the moon. So that is amazing. Now, again, I'm not really sure what I want to go for next, but I am starting to think that I might want to go for a better Pro controller. But we're going to have to go and wait and see. So, anyway, thank you so very much for watching this momentous Wolfpack occasion of landing on the moon and actually getting back from the moon. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. And if you don't want to miss any videos from me, go and smash that bell icon, become a member of the notification squad, you're not going to regret it. But I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow Kerbans, keep flying and stay shiny.